First things first, let's create your driver. And now, let's focus on your driver's look. Last but not least, we need to decide which team to sign with. Choose carefully, as once you reach F1, the team you drive for will expect you to deliver appropriate results. Great! That's everything we need. You can go back. Found your workstation then? Everything satisfactory? I'm Francisco, by the way. I head up R&D for the team. It's great to have a chance to finally speak with you, and I'm sure we'll be getting to know each other pretty well over the coming months. But for now, I'll let you get settled. Welcome aboard.
Hello folks, and welcome to Paddock Pass, your pre-race edition for this, the inaugural round of the 2021 Formula One World Championship. And I've got to say, it feels great to be back. As is tradition, there is something of an air of a first day back at school on arrival here. But it's more than that. It's a breath of fresh air. It's an element of normality in what has at times felt to be something of an abnormal world. Now, we were supposed to have a raft of new regulations this season, but as we know, they've been held back. Which does give all of these teams the opportunity to have a second bite at the cherry, one final chance to show what they can do in this era of Formula One. But the responsibility for results, as always, falls on the drivers. But with the cars at their disposal this year being very similar to the cars they had at their disposal last year, succeed, and they, of course, will put it all on themselves as a display of their innate skills and abilities. But the knife cuts both ways, because if they fail to succeed, there's absolutely nowhere for them to hide. The other question, though, remains as to which of these teams has been able to do the incredible, the impossible perhaps, with these regulations, and pull something out of the hat over the winter that gives them the march on their rivals. As always, we can't wait for this season to begin, but for now, from us, that's your line.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We'll be racing around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit today. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left down into the... Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Daniel Ricciardo and Norris, Vettel, Leclerc, Stroll and Pierre Gasly, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Esteban Ocon and Raikkonen, Joker, Tsunoda, Mick Schumacher and George Russell, Mazepin and Nicholas Latifi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap. Okay, gap ahead is 3.5 seconds. Our gap to the car in front is 4.7 seconds.
Okay, Davison, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again.
Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. Valtteri Bottas takes the top spot. He's our new Drivers' Championship leader after today's result. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Carlos Sainz certainly wasn't someone to scoff about. His ability to follow race strategies throughout with pinpoint precision has to be commended.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes move to the top of the table.
Bad luck today. That must be incredibly disappointing.
It looks like you've really been focusing on research and development this season.
It must be crushing when something goes wrong that's entirely out of your control.
Appreciate your time.